Thank you for tuning in to another great video by Destiny. Over the years, Margaret Lomas has answered hundreds of viewer questions about many aspects of property investing. Here's one of them.
Hi Margaret. We are wanting to buy an investment property in the next couple of months, preferably a house on the Gold Coast. A, because we've lived there before, and B, because it's affordable. We have a house in Penrith, but Sydney's too unaffordable for what we're after at present. Do you think that the Gold Coast would be a wise move? Crystal, you sound like you're about to make some of the classic first-time investor mistakes, so well done for writing to me first so that we can make sure that you don't. You've said preferably a house on the Gold Coast and then quoted two reasons: that you lived there before and that it's affordable. Now, living in an area doesn't turn it into a viable place to invest. In addition, while investors always state that they've lived in an area and so they know it well as a reason for choosing it, it's highly unlikely that you know the investment fundamentals about that area. As an example, can you quote the current vacancy rate? Do you know the population growth statistics? What's the median household income? What are the council's plans for infrastructure? What do you know about the employment stats and the industry spread? I'd take a guess that you know very little about these things, and unless you start at least with those basic questions, then you might as well throw a dart at a map of Australia and invest where it lands too, as you have the same chances of success using that method as you do using the we know it method. Don't fall into the trap of believing that living in an area gives you special knowledge, or that you must live in an area to know it well. There's absolutely no added safety investing in a market that you've previously lived in. In fact, there's often added danger because your familiarity makes you careless and you fail to adequately perform the due diligence needed. Contrary to the rubbish that property spruikers spout, property investment can and does fail dismally, and until you've learned how to recognise a viable investing area, you shouldn't be buying at all. The second mistake that I think you're about to make is that you're price driven. The reality is that it's never price which determines how well an area will grow, and choosing by price means that you might end up in an area with a poor overall return. Instead, learn how to select an area by doing the research first, and then, if properties in your price range aren't available in that area, go looking again for another area which also has growth drivers. Keep going until you get to one that you can afford.